Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Did It Work? My name's Nina, and today I am making homemade spaghetti sauce. Obviously, I'm going to have spaghetti with it, but the spaghetti sauce is going to be the key thing in this one. This recipe comes from Giada de Laurentiis, and I'm hoping and praying I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, I am so sorry for butchering it. And I just looked it up online. So let's go ahead and get started. At the stove, I have my pan and I'm going to get my extra virgin olive oil and I'm going to measure out half a cup and put it into the pan. I'm going to make sure my pan is on medium to medium high heat so that I can get the vegetables sauteed and softened up a little bit. So I have cut up a small white onion. You can use any color that you like, and I'm putting it in there. I'm going to stir that around a little bit, and then I'm going to add my 2 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped. I'm going to stir that up just a little bit, let those soften. Then I'm going to add my 1 chopped carrot and 1 chopped celery. I'm also then going to get my sea salt and I'm going to ground that in there. And I'm get my fresh pepper and I'm going to crack that up in there as well. I'm going to stir that up and let those vegetables just soften up a little bit. I'm going to add some garlic powder and some Italian seasoning just to give it just a little bit more flavor. Then I have 2 cans of crushed tomatoes that are 32 ounces that I'm also adding in there because, of course, this is spaghetti sauce, so I need the tomatoes. So I'm stirring all the tomato sauce, the crushed tomatoes in there to get it all incorporated with those vegetables. Now, what I noticed when I was doing that is all that excess grease that I had that wasn't absorbed, and I'm taking that out with some paper towels. And I'm going to just throw those away. I'm going to continue to stir, make sure I don't have any more excess grease. And then I'm going to season this up so it can cook down. So my next ingredients that I'm going to get is my bay leaves, and I'm going to add 2 bay leaves in there, just whole bay leaves, put them in there. We'll fish them out later. And then I'm going to get some basil. You can use fresh basil. I bought some basil from the store so I can put it in the refrigerator. And I'm putting those in there. So if you get the leaves, it's about 4 to 6 leaves. And then you're just going to stir that around. And after you get that all stirred up, we're going to let this cook on low for about an hour until it thickens up. So while it's cooking, as you can see, I've started my hamburger and I'm just seasoning that up with salt, pepper, some oregano, and what other seasonings that you would like. And I'm just going to incorporate that and let it fry up. While that's getting together, I'm still going to keep stirring my spaghetti sauce while it's cooking and going back and forth. So right now we're going to be multitasking, guys. I have never made this homemade spaghetti sauce for my kids, so I would be interested to see what they think about it. But, they're in Kansas, so that's not going to happen. We always use the jar stuff. Always taste it. I also tasted my spaghetti and it still had a little acid taste to it. So I did add some tablespoons of butter to help balance out that acid flavor. In all, I ended up adding 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. As you can see, I'm taking out both of those bay leaves because they're not good to eat. There's the rest of the 4 tablespoons of butter that I added, fixing my shirt there. And then I'm giving my hamburger another taste to make sure the seasoning's on point. And then I turn the fire on low to start getting that hamburger heated up again because we're in the final stretch. Now I've got to parade the sauce to make it all smooth. I've got my food processor in the back and I'm just taking the measuring cup and I'm measuring out about half of the mixture, putting it in there, and I'm blending it. Then I'm adding more in there and I'm blending it. And while that is blending, I'm also going to start my pasta water. So I put some salt in there and some extra virgin olive oil. And then I'm just going to put enough spaghetti in there for me. So I've got that blended and I added it to my hamburger mixture. Now, the sauce is too thick for me. So I'm taking that starch water from my spaghetti and adding it in there to thin it out to my liking. And now that I'm happy with everything, let's go to the tasting table. And you're going to see what the final result is and what I thought about it. Welcome to the tasting table. Overall, I love the spaghetti. I will make it again, but I have to say, as is, it's a very bland recipe. I had to doctor it up with a lot more seasoning, but that is okay. That's why we taste as we go. I'm going to finish my meal. as always, love with your heart, cook with your soul. My name is Nina.